You can edit all that out. I messed it up. My name's Kimberly Nixon, and I identify as female, and always have. I have wonderful parents and a sister, and just a very, very close family. One of my earliest memories, gender-wise, is the realization when I was 3 or 4 that I was female. Those are probably the strongest memories for me. I wanted to fly really bad, and I was living in Montreal, and so I got my goggles and my scarf, and I went up on the roof and jumped off the roof, and then that was a pretty abrupt landing. My career for a time did end because of the fact that I was transsexual. Probably out of 29 jobs that I had or applied for, I only kept maybe 3 of those jobs once they became aware that I was transsexual. I had retrained, I got top marks. It didn't matter what you did, just the mere fact of being transsexual, then I was basically discarded. Vancouver Rape Relief was looking for volunteers. I attended the first night of training, and then one of the facilitators took me aside a couple hours into the training and then started to question my gender and said that men aren't welcome and gay men aren't welcome. I said I was neither. They say that you have to be a woman from birth, and the way Vancouver Rape Relief portrayed me was that, basically a transgender woman isn't capable of this type of work or isn't capable of empathy. After experiencing my own situation of battering and abuse, I just thought it was just so wrong, because it just seemed that this helping organization was just doing the same thing. It just felt like the end of the world, and I just worried so much that another transgender person would be treated that way when they're in crisis, and the result might be a suicide. That was sort of the last straw. And so it was either, in that moment, live or die. And so I chose to live. And so in order to live, the only avenue of recourse was to file a human rights complaint. During the course of, the 15 years of the court case, I had to try to address these stereotypes that they perpetuate and rely on and dispel those myths, because trans women are very capable, they're often very intelligent, and they are very productive and contribute to society. Never give up on your own goals, and set goals, and then, whether they're big or small, try to achieve those goals, and eventually, you can have a very full, happy life. Once I was 7 years old, my father said to me, get a family, or no, never mind. Huh? No.